4.4 coefficients and scale. I can solve using scale factors.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So we have a scale factor, which is part of a scale drawing, and we need to use both of those to answer some questions. Yes, no?
Yes.
So a scale factor is a relationship showing, or a ratio that shows a relationship between a representation and an actual. And you're going to see this in a second, but scale factor is always representation over
Actual.
Cool. A scale drawing would just be like the paper version of the actual thing. So you guys have seen the drawings of my house that we built years ago, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what I just wrote on the board in blue is number 3. Scale factor is representation over actual. Here is my house. So when I met with my builder, this is what he showed me. He said, Brent, Kara, here's your house. And I said to the guy, how wide is my house? And the guy said, figure it out yourself. He said, your scale factor is 1 inch of drawing represents 5 feet of real. And so I took my ruler and I found that this was 1 inch right there. So this was 1 inch, which is how many feet of real life? And then I found another inch. So another inch is another. And all together, when I kept on keeping on, I found that I had 7 inches of house on my drawing, right? And so I needed to figure out how many feet of real life if every inch is 5 feet. Yes, no?
Yes.
And so I multiplied by 7, and I multiplied by 7 to get to my 35 feet. Cool? Remember my wife, my front door? So my front door is 2 inches wide in the drawing. So there's literally a drawing hanging up on the chalkboard right now, right? And you guys are looking at it and you're like, hey, Mr. Pottinger, your front door is 2 inches wide on the drawing. And we know the scale factor is, what's the scale factor, you guys?
1 inch.
1 inch or equals 5 feet, right? So the only thing I really didn't know was how wide my door was in real life. How do you get from 1 to 2? So in the drawing, I went from 1 inch of scale factor to 2 inch of actual drawing. So if I multiply the top by 2, I multiply the bottom by
2.
So how wide is my front door?
10 feet.
Excellent. I'll let you guys read number 5 on your own. My wife was working on a 40-foot roof for some reason. And then the map problem. Did I give you a scale factor for the map problem? Did I give it to you? Like, did I say, here's the scale factor? Does it say the scale factor is on number 6? No, it doesn't say the scale factor is. But the information says, on a map, 2 inches represents 55 miles. And we know the scale factor is the representation over the actual. So the map is the representation, right? You don't actually get in a car and drive on a map. So on the map, we had 2 inches, right? And 2 inches represents how many miles of real life?
55.
There's my scale factor, right? And I know that using this scale factor, it was 10 inches from EP to Fargo. So how many real miles would that be? We multiplied by 5, we multiplied by 5, and we got 275 real miles. Last thing, scale factor is what? What's the top number again?
Representation.
Say that again.
Representation.
What's the bottom number?
Actual.